Coming up on the Muskie Daily, a missing New Concord man is found safely near Columbus.
A Muskie alumna returns to the pond.
And the women's basketball team takes on nationally ranked Capital University.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Matt Triol alongside Lindsay Graff.
We begin the latest campus news. A review of the Constitution is one of many things being brought to attention by the Spring 2016 Student Senate. Senate is putting together a constitutional review committee to look through the Constitution and decide on any possible changes.
Essentially, constitutions become outdated. After a while, they're written at a time just like the U.S. Constitution. They're written at a time when it's appropriate for what's happening. And every couple of years, the idea is to just review it and make sure it's still applicable.
Senate plans to make the review of the Constitution a semester-long project with the hopes of presenting any possible changes with 2 weeks left in the term.
The Ohio Theater Alliance visited Muskingum over the weekend. Throughout crowded hallways and packed rooms in Caldwell Hall, many participants anxiously awaited their turn on stage. In just 90 seconds, actors and actresses, dancers and performers of all kinds of audition in front of producers for all potential callback. Most of the participants spend the time before their auditions warming up their vocal cords, reading over their lines, or honing in on their dance moves. Their time on stage arrives and they show the audience their act, then are asked to wait for a possible callback. At this point, actors and actresses are waiting to hear from any of the producers or businesses in attendance. However, the auditions at Muskingum are just part of the first round. The next set of auditions will be held in Boston, Massachusetts in February, and the final auditions will be in Atlanta, Georgia in March.
Students helped in the local communities on a chilly Monday morning. Orbit Media News correspondent Aaron Eno has more.
On Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Muskies helped in the community for a day of service. Students were assigned groups and went to various locations in the community and helped in all sorts of ways. One group of students went to the Kindred Nursing and Rehabilitation Center in Cambridge. Here they entertained as well as showed the residents how to whip and nay-nay from the popular song Watch Me by Salento. Another group of students went to the Unity Presbyterian Church in Cambridge and helped prepare for their Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Luncheon.
It just feels good to help out. I mean, I help out back home at church a lot, so it's good to be helping out the community here.
The students helped cook, clean, and set up tables for the event. During this time, they also got to socialize with other community members. Celeste Girls, the chair of the Outreach Committee at Unity Presbyterian, is very appreciative of the Muskies' service.
We thank Muskingum College for having the students come, and we hope that they will continue.
For Orbit Media News, I'm Aaron Eno.
The Roberta A. Smith Library is Muskingum University's newest addition to campus, and along with the building, there are new positions to be filled. The library has just hired 7 student reference assistants to help.
And that's one of the benefits of the position is not just that we have somebody staffing in different areas, but also that we have a student who is a friendly face and maybe is slightly more approachable. So even if they do end up having to come up to ask a reference librarian, they've kind of already made that first contact with a student.
Arnold says that each student reference assistant went through 10 hours of training before working.
Danielle Crown is a recent Muskingum University alumna who just became a new member of the admissions team. She has been hired as an admissions counselor starting this semester. Crown graduated in spring of 2015 with an early childhood education degree, but soon found that teaching was not what she was interested in coming out of college.
Towards the end of my classes. I kind of wasn't so certain about teaching. I had always worked in the admissions office, been involved around campus, and really kind of enjoyed the higher education aspect and being involved with the high school or college students.
After college, Crown worked for a short stay at Ohio University as an admissions counselor there, but missed a small school atmosphere and experience.
After the break, we'll have the updates of the Gallant Oliver case.
We'll also tell you what New Concord police officer Lil G. Lewis has been up to. Keep tuned in to the Muskie Daily.
We have the
Is it
music.
Galen or
That
Galen?
name.
Cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
The New Concord resident who was reported missing on December 27th has been found alive and well. 70-year-old Galen Oliver was found at a Holiday Inn located in Heath, Ohio yesterday afternoon after a concerned hotel manager contacted authorities upon finding him on a missing persons list. Hayes said Oliver's neighbors believed he was starting to show signs of dementia.
We don't know how advanced or how far it is, but we know he's not being diagnosed with that by a doctor, but just some of the traits that he had was leading them to believe that he was having some kind of mental issues that they thought was dementia.
Oliver is currently remaining in Heath under the care of the Heath Police Department. Hayes says Oliver has no family in the New Concord area.
The New Concord Police Department set foot to raise money last month and ran away with more than its initial goal. Officers Tim Louie and Andrew Lilgy headed to Chattanooga, Tennessee last month for the Lookout Mountain 50-mile trail race, asking for donations and pledges per mile successfully completed. Lilgy finished the entire race while Louie rolled his ankle in the 6th mile, withdrawing from the race. The goal was to raise enough money to purchase 2 portable multi-agency radio communications radios, but with the help of donations, the department raised enough funds to purchase 3 devices.
They're just going to be used for our officers on their daily duties, because right now we have 2 that we share amongst 5 officers, plus our auxiliaries that come in. So this will give us enough to have 1 for every officer as they're on duty. We have a larger incident where there's a lot of officers here. Everybody has that communication.
New Concord Area Arts and Recreation District is offering a full lineup for the spring. A chocolate-themed cooking class will be held on February 2nd in John Glenn High School. There will be a $40 fee to cover the cost of the ingredients. They are also offering 2 essential oils classes on January 20th and February 10th from 6 until 7:30 in the evening. A fitness challenge is also on the books this spring through a closed Facebook group. The cost to join is $5.
Stay tuned because up next, Andrew will be able to tell you if this cold weather will be soon passing or if we're in for another week of winter weather.
And after that, a look at sports.
This is Will Mullins, and I want to encourage you to watch Chapel on Orbit TV Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thanks.
Find out what decisions are being made at Student Senate that could affect your campus organization by tuning into Orbit TV on Tuesdays at 11 in the evening, and again on Wednesday through Sunday at 10 in the morning and 6 and 11 in the evening.
It seems to be peaceful outside right now, but here's what's going on tonight. We have partly cloudy skies heading our way with a low of 7. Tomorrow, it'll be partly sunny and show 20% chance of snow later on with a high of 28. Tomorrow night, we'll have snow picking up with a 90% chance of heavy snow showers and a low of 23. Now we take a quick look at the extended forecast, and I'll be back with your sports. Should not have given the thumbs up. Women's basketball couldn't handle nationally ranked Capital University. Chris Morgan has the story.
The threes were flying all over the rec center as the Muskie women's basketball team took on nationally ranked Capital Wednesday night. Haley Stocker led the way with 12 points, including this deep two from just inside the arc. Alex Carson got her night going with this buzzer-beating three at the end of the first that really got the crowd roaring, and followed it up later with a nice swipe and transition layup off the turnover. Angela Darnley got the shooting touch back for going 3 for 6 from the field with 10 points, but Stocker stole the show with a long three from the top of the key in the second. Things fell apart for the Muskies early in the second half, and the turnovers came in bunches. Olivia Bezanson really shined, though, in the third quarter, despite going 3 from 11 from the field overall. She hit a couple of nice step-back threes and found her way to the basket for contested layups, and even got involved in the passing game when she found Jasmine Goings on the dish down low for an easy bucket. Newcomer Dana Parkman got her first real action of the year, but started out by getting stuffed by Erin Risner, one of 3 blocks for the Crusaders. The Muskies came up short in the contest, falling to Capital 70-55.
Men's basketball was on the road Wednesday night in Bexley, taking on Capital. The Crusaders dominated the contest, coming away with an 87-62 win. Gerald Marsh and Ricky Wilson led the Muskie attack with 10 points each, but the Muskies shot poorly from the field, only making 35% of their takes. The Cody Seiler injury continues to plague the Muskies. The Crusaders outscored the Muskies in the paint 42-20, taking advantage of the size differential down low. The loss puts the Muskies at 4-12 overall and 1-8 in the OAC. The team will be back in action on Saturday when they travel to Baldwin Wallace. Josh Keys, a junior forward and captain for the men's basketball team, has been named OAC Player of the Week. Keys won the award after putting up 36 points and 21 rebounds in an overtime loss to Case Western University. Keys talks about how he hopes the performance motivates his team.
Everybody wants to play at a high level, so when they see their captain stepping up, playing hard, making things happen on the floor, that encourages them to want to do the same thing, want to rebound, want to box out, want to score the ball, want to just play together.
I actually know this one. Okay. And with that, we're heading right back to the desk.
This is Will Mullins, and I want to encourage you to watch Chapel on Orbit TV Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thanks.
Find out what decisions are being made at Student Senate that could affect your campus organization by tuning into Orbit TV on Tuesdays at 11 in the evening, and again on Wednesday through Sunday at 10 in the morning and 6 and 11 in the evening.
Anyone looking to join WMCO, Orbit TV, or the Black and Magenta is invited to attend a new member meeting next Monday, the 25th. The meeting will take place at 5 in the evening in room 370 of Caldwell Hall. Orbit Media hopes to see some fresh new talent.
Here marks WMCO's 55th birthday. Founded on January 28, 1961 by Hal Burlingham, WMCO started out on a small studio in Cambridge Hall. Now it is one of the largest radio stations broadcasting in New Concord. Now you can head to Kelly Coffee House on January 28th from 9 to 11 for fun party games and free Kennedy's cake in celebration of WMCO's birthday.
That is all for today here on the Muskie Daily. Tune in Tuesday for more local news.
To learn more about the student reference assistants in the new library, please be sure to pick up Friday's Black and Magenta.